Hey guys, Joshua here, and this is the finished ASUS April PC build. Before the test, let's talk a bit about the 1660 Ti, since this is obviously the main component of this build because it's new and it rivals the 1070 in performance, which you'll see later on in the test. It is pretty much true. The 1660 Ti is also a Turing card, but you have to remember this. It is a GTX card and not RTX, so don't expect amazing ray tracing performance, stuff like that. But they have made it so that the card has dedicated hardware encoders for streamers, because this card is actually optimized for OBS, Open Broadcast Software. So if you're a streamer that uses OBS, this would be great. I actually really need to get into streaming more so I can test out these functions that a lot of manufacturers are putting into these. Other than that, this is a really interesting card to me at least, especially this one by ASUS, because not only does it have pretty high performances in most games, even at higher resolutions, you can expect the FPS to at least hit about 60 FPS, all these while being cooler and quieter also. Anyways, let's get into the test. In Cinebench R15, the OpenGL score is 128.64 FPS, while the CPU has a 1457 CB score. In 3D Mark Time Spy, you'll be getting an overall score of 6577 with a graphics score of 6416 and a CPU score of 7672. So this is the 4K test and not just the basic test. You'll be getting an overall score of 3000, graphics score 2869, CPU score at 4050. In the 3D Mark Port Royal benchmark, you're getting a score of 1595. In PC Mark 10, you're getting an overall score of 6460, Essentials scoring 9805, Productivity 8260, Digital Content Creation 9036. In the Rise of the Tomb Raider benchmark, you'll be getting 59.90 FPS for Mountain Peak, Syria 59.93 FPS, Geothermal Valley also at 59.93 FPS, with the overall score being 59.92 FPS. Now, in PUBG, with everything on Ultra, you'll easily be getting above 100 FPS, like 124, 126. It just yeah, you'll be getting above 120 even actually. So definitely very good for gaming, this 1660 Ti. Even with the background rendering, it only drops a little bit to about 105, 106. So yeah, pretty happy with this. On idle, for the CPU, the temps are about 34 to 36 degrees Celsius, while for the GPU, they maintain about 37 to 39 degrees Celsius on average. For casual usage, the CPU and GPU temps rarely break the 50 degrees Celsius mark, and even if it does, it actually goes back down pretty fast from what I've been noticing and when I've been using it and also running synthetics just to see how it goes. For the CPU, I've been running Prime 95 for about 30 minutes or so, and so far the temperatures haven't cracked 90 degrees Celsius, so it maintains about 85 to 87 degrees Celsius with the load on 100%, speed at 4.54 GHz. So yeah, the ASUS Rio is doing a pretty good job just maintaining these temps, and my ambient temps are about 26 to 27 degrees Celsius. Running the Final Fantasy 15 benchmark for about 30 minutes or so, you'll notice that the temperatures are sitting around 66 to 67 degrees Celsius, even though the load is on 100%. And yeah, the temperatures to me, these are really great just because the 1660 Ti is running the same fans as the 2080 and 2080 Ti in the ASUS range, so obviously your temps are going to be great. We're back. As you saw, the entire system performs admirably, and I'd just like to turn your attention to the fact that even on high loads, the temps maintain at a very decent level and actually never even touch the 90 degrees Celsius mark, so insanely good. The PCU is basically built to specifically test the 1660 Ti's performance, and I have to say I'm pretty much impressed. Accordingly, this is supposed to be the new card 1660 and 1660 Ti that's going to take the place of the 1060 and 1070 cards. And the pricing on the 1060 cards is definitely still cheaper now, but if you're looking to build a brand new gaming system and have the slightly higher budget for it, this card should definitely at least be on your list of GPUs to consider. For temperatures, I'm actually very happy with the cooling performance, and it's also very quiet because this case blocks out a lot of the sound. Add that to the fact that this lighting just looks so insanely sick. It's just mesmerizing to stare at. But this tempered glass panel with the light blocks me from seeing the components inside, so that's a bit of a bummer. The Rio 240 by ASUS also does very well to me, cooling the 9700K even on full loads. I'd actually be interested in testing out their region with the 360 Red if there will be any improvements in the temperatures, so see how it goes. Games and programs start up within seconds, thanks to the ADATA SX8200 Pro, insanely fast. I'll run some tests later on just to see how fast it actually goes, read speeds, write speeds, stuff like that. But with 512GB, you can definitely keep not only your essentials, but games, programs on this, and if 512GB isn't enough, they even have a 1TB version, which is actually still very reasonably priced. Okay, that's it for the video. Let me know if you actually pick up the 1660 or 1660 Ti GPUs up for a new gaming system. Like and subscribe for more tech and gaming videos. Hit the notification bell to get notified when new videos come up, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!